the perfect ride for you today with the New Year New Ride sales event at Guam Auto Spot. Get behind the wheel of the 2024 Outlander Sport starting at just $22,995 or only $156 per paycheck. Visit GuamAutospot.com or call 671-478-AUTO.
Wendy's Guam's Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger is here for a limited time. Juicy beef, crispy applewood smoked bacon, roasted mushrooms, and melty Munster cheese all in a toasted bun. Go double or triple even, but hurry, it won't last. Grab yours today only at Wendy's Guam. You or someone you know looking for a job? Well, Sentinel Security offers starting pay between $10 to $15 an hour, and they'll train you too. Email them today that you're interested at sentinelsolutionsguam@gmail.com. Sentinel Security, Guam's most reliable security solution for your home and business. The moms in your life want ice cream. Treat them from now to Mother's Day to Codestone Guam's Mother's Day cake with its layers of moist yellow cake, pistachio ice cream, and pureed raspberries wrapped in a fluffy buttercream frosting. Head on over to Codestone's GPO or Micronesia Mall locations any day of the week. Codestone Creamery, the ultimate ice cream experience.
Kandit News is brought to you by 76 Circle K Guam.
Good afternoon, my fellow Micronesians. My name is Troy Torres. It is 2:24 p.m. on May 1st, 2025. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. It's Mary's month. God bless you all. To all my fellow Catholics, you understand what that means. And thank you anyway. Thank you for joining. So first of all, a big shout out to our sources of information. Without the several sources, very reliable sources of information that we've developed over the years, we would never have been able to provide the public with all types of stories and investigative reports, or almost all of these originating from source information, letting us know where something is happening, and then we dig and then we try to find out as much as we can. This morning we received it was a video file, but it was an audio recording. On your iPhone, you can have, I'm sure you can do this on Samsung or Android as well. There's this app where you can just press the record button and it'll pick up whatever the phone is able to pick up. And so what it appears to be is that a student in the midst of a teacher's tirade picked up his or her phone at Untalan Middle School, pressed record, and provided a recording to someone who provided it to someone who provided it to us. And that recording, allegedly it's a teacher. Apparently, it's a teacher. Reportedly, it's a teacher from Untalan Middle School who is heard in this recording telling the students to shut up. And she shouts it, and it's this tirade. But probably the worst part of it is what sounds like a threat, a verbal threat to the students. And I put this video into the AI translation service, VEED captions, and I mean you can guess that this teacher, whoever she is, says, "I will kick you, I will take you, I will something you." VEED caption says that the teacher says, "I will take you," and she continues and she shouts this, and I'll play the thing for you. But she says, "I will." According to this VEED caption thing, she says, "I will take you, and I don't care if they come for me." And then she continues to shout again, "Shut up, shut your mouth, just shut up." It's one video, right? And one audio recording. This morning, after receiving it, I sent it into the media has a chat room with Guam Department of Education officials. Normally, Dr. Barbara Adamas would be the one answering questions, but she's on leave, according to acting Deputy Superintendent Christopher Anderson, who answered for her. And he confirmed that this incident was at Untalan Middle School. It took place yesterday afternoon, that there are actually 2 audio recordings, and both those audio recordings were sent to the principal of Untalan Middle School, who is conducting an investigation now. The media, so reporters, one other reporter, Jolene Tovis from the Guam Daily Post, and myself asked a number of questions in that GDOE chat. First of all, were any students hurt? Actually, let me pull up the chat so I can read to you my questions. Oh, actually, first of all, why don't I play this video with this audio file for you so you have a better understanding of what's going on here. Stand by. Yeah, so not a good thing, certainly. The shouting, first of all, not a good thing. The type of language used, not a good thing. But the worst part of that was the threat. That absolutely goes against GDOE's policies adopted by the Board of Education about safe learning environments. It absolutely violates Title 17 of Guam law. That's the education code that talks about harassment, bullying, and intimidation of students. What we don't know is context here, right? We don't know a bunch of things. We don't know why that happened, what led to it. We don't know if the teacher was, if right before that happened, some student was getting bullied, and for whatever reason the teacher needed to take that tone of voice, needed to repress some situation that might have gotten violent. I don't know. I'm not without the investigation being completed and more information being known, we can't tell you about the context. All I'm saying is, as people who are looking at this, keep an open mind. And try not to condemn the teacher right away. If that is a teacher, we're told by sources, by parents, that is a teacher. Sorry, Joanne is saying that she can barely hear me. Joanne, I'm showing that my volume levels are fine on the feed. I don't know if anyone else is having issues with the volume. I'm so sorry if you're having those issues. But according to this, to the system, my volume is pretty high up there. And so I don't know. I know I'm not going to condemn the teacher right away. All I can say is I could never myself be a teacher. I could never, because I can see myself telling a bunch of rowdy kids to shut up. I probably wouldn't threaten the kids. I probably wouldn't say something like, "I will take you, and I don't care if they'll come after me." Um, it is definitely something I think I would never say if I was a teacher. But then again, I'm not a teacher. I don't know the stresses that they go through, and I can only imagine that they are stressed to the hilt. I would never be a teacher because I would never be a good teacher. And precisely because I don't have the kind of patience it takes to deal with kids. And I have to imagine that at a middle school level, there's a whole lot of stress. But if you can't stand the heat, maybe you're not supposed to be in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But these are the questions that we've asked GDOE. And they haven't responded yet. About how many students were present. Were any of them considered to have special needs? Did any of them express any fear? Did any of them have to see the guidance counselor or another teacher or administrator otherwise? Did any of them ask to see a guidance counselor as a result of the incident and were subsequently denied? Did any of them attempt to see the assistant principal or the principal about the incident? If so, what was done if they were denied access and why? What grade level were these students? And the most important question, were any of them hurt? We have not received answers from GDOE on those questions yet. The media has been made aware of the teacher's name, but we're not releasing that because we don't have confirmation from GDOE. But one of the reporters in the chat asked about the specific teacher. How many years has this teacher been teaching, and has this teacher been placed on administrative leave pending the formal investigation? And so, oh gosh, the importance of talking about this, first of all, is for Untalan Middle School parents to be aware that this happened, and confirmed by GDOE that this incident happened yesterday afternoon at Untalan Middle School. That's the first thing. That's the first reason why we are airing this. The second reason is because do we need to have another conversation about how students are treated and what might not be reported, what might not make it into the daily conversation about what is happening inside public and private schools? And there might be a tendency for, if this doesn't become a public conversation, after that video goes viral, there might be a mistaken tendency for GDOE officials or school officials to try to squash this kind of thing from happening in the future by regulating the use of cell phones in public schools, going the exact opposite direction of what needs to be done in order to protect students. The only reason that we're having this conversation is because apparently a student had the gumption and had the courage to press record on his or her iPhone, record this whole thing and send it to someone. And we would not, in the media or in the public, have known about this otherwise. It very likely would have been swept under the rug by GDOE because they don't want the bad press about something like this. But parents absolutely have this right to know. Students should feel safe in schools most of all. And teachers should feel safe as well. So let's not forget that part of the conversation. I need to get my day started. I've spent all morning researching and being on the phone and writing, and I need to get my day started. Tonight at around 10 p.m., give or take, I'll come back live to break the story about a federal drug case that was recently unsealed, that has its tentacles going all the way to the corruption case that we have been bringing you since last year regarding the Tenorio family. For Kandit News, I'm Troy Torres. You all have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I'll see you later tonight.
We got that dynamite. We got that dynamite.
Find the perfect ride for you today with the New Year New Ride sales event at Guam Auto Spot. Get behind the wheel of the 2024 Outlander Sport, starting at just $22,995 or only $156 per paycheck. Visit GuamAutospot.com or call 671-478-AUTO.